Live. Wait, you need to be more in the shot. There you go. And we're live. We're live.
Hey.
Now, see, look, on this one, the chat shows up over here, so we can.
We can just look.
Well, if I was wearing my glasses, maybe. But,
okay, I can read.
Yeah. So, yes, we are live, and we're a couple minutes early. If you're already here in the chat, yay, hi. We're going to be there in a second. YouTube has changed the way live happens. Oh, Zadel's here. Hey. YouTube is not doing Google Hangouts on air anymore, and I can no longer figure out how to set up the whole event, like the whole live event beforehand. So we're just like going around. There's like nothing in the description box or whatever.
Yeah, but the thumbnail's cute.
Yes. So I've got to get in the chat on my phone.
Did you just turn you turned the brightness up? I thought you turned the volume up. I was like, Michelle.
No. No, actually, I think I have to turn my volume down. So I guess, should we wait for one more minute before we're like, hi, we're live and here's who we are.
Sorry, hello, strange question.
Oh, Evie.
Oh, what was that?
That's cats. We might have to like close the door and keep the cats out.
Well,
my cat,
in or out.
I know. He'll stay in here and be fine for a second. That's Loki's down here. I usually have at least one of my 4 cats crash the live screen. That's good. We should do that in October. We'll just call them live screens.
Yes.
Oh no, pet the kitties. Well, they're pet. They are waiting to be fed, and this is like the last hour before dinner time. And if you know cats, you know like the last hour before dinner time is just everybody. Why does it look weird and off center? Why are we're weird and off center?
Yeah, a little bit. I just know.
So, yeah. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock. Yay! So, hi, we're live. I'm Michelle from Unicorn and Centaur.
I'm Adriana.
Also from
Unicorn and
Centaur. And this is Tack Chat Live.
Lipstick even? It's just...
Yes, it looks good.
Okay, sorry.
So, and Nikki's here. Hello. And Zadel. Let the kitties in. Shot another horse, didn't get any pictures. You'll have plenty of pictures, no worries. Tabitha's here. Just going to be listening, mainly trying to find a picture. Yeah, Tabitha has a sick child at home, so good vibes and well wishes to your child.
My hair up.
So we are here tonight. Tack Chat is where we drink some wine and we clean our tack. Adriana brought a tub of filthy tack to my house.
Okay, so I was cleaning out my studio.
Which glass do you want?
So I was cleaning out my studio, and I found a bin, and I opened up this bin, and there's all these little, like, these leather pieces, and I said, oh, perfect, I can clean these on Tack Chat, thank you.
Aww.
And I discovered that this is really old school, like, when I was in high school. Also in the bin are little rubber bands that I had when I had braces. Like little things to hold my teeth, you know.
So yes, we're having our oak leaf Chardonnay. Here's my Artax glass that Adriana made. We can start a trash pile. I will throw it away after you leave.
Revco.
Revco? Do they even have Revco anymore?
No. It's now called CVS.
We used to go to Revco for back to school stuff. My grandma used to take us to Revco. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. So we are drinking a really cheap Chardonnay, our oak leaf Chardonnay, $2.96 at Walmart. Yay! You don't have to drink wine if you're not old enough or if you just don't drink alcohol. It's not for everyone. Right? Or if you're just like, no, tonight I'm not doing that thing. So tonight, our topic, while we're drinking wine and cleaning our tack, we always discuss an equestrian topic or equestrian related tangentially, at least. Anyway, tonight's topic is getting back in the saddle. I have seen a lot of posts from people online in the last couple weeks in a lot of the horse Facebook groups I'm in. As an equestrian, I am horrified, and Equestrian Strong Support Group. I think there's been a couple posts from people and a couple others about how, everybody in this group, your posts inspire me so much and I want to get back to horses and I don't know how to do it. So I thought we would address that here. Maybe you took lessons when you were a kid and it's been a long time and you don't know if you can do it. Maybe you're not in shape anymore and it's been years and years and years and years and years and you don't think your body can even do it anymore. Maybe you have not had the money, the funds, the whatever, and now you're at a point where you think you might be able to, you know, take some lessons or something. Anyway, this is our topic tonight. Tabitha's baby has strep. Brittany's here, hey! And Ellis, Ladybird is here. Hello, my dear. Andrea bullied me and it helped me get on horses again. Aw, I hope you mean like nice bullied. You're talking about Andrea Johnson, right? Tabitha, never ridden horse. Have you not like even been on the carriage horses downtown? Tabitha, by the way, those of you in the chat, Tabitha does carriage tours downtown with me. So here's what I'm cleaning tonight. Speaking of carriage tours, my boots get so filthy. Open it. Wait, show. Saddle soap, which is supposed to be solid. Open it up and see what it looks like.
I'm scared.
Are you scared?
It's not rusted.
Ew! It looks gross.
It used to go all the way out to the edge of the tin.
It's like whatever moisture is in it has come out of it, and it's just like the oil now. It's probably just oil and wax. I don't do big horses. Kaga Ponies is here. Did I say that right? Kaga Ponies, or is that Kaja Ponies? Hello, hello, and welcome to the live stream. Ladybird says yes. Notice the bigger the horse, the more mellow they are. Yeah, some people are a little bit intimidated by the sheer size of a giant draft horse, though. What is that?
Silver polish.
Ew. Show them.
Okay, so this
we should just turn this into a what's in Adriana's old tack box.
Thank you for specifying that. So it's
Gail. Oh, hi, Gail.
It's so bright. I can't. It's
I know.
gross.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Had a fun lesson with Adriana yesterday. My mare did pretty trot over poles. Aw. Sweet. Oh, and Zeta loves the big ones. Yes. I spent years and years away from horses a couple of times. Once was in college where I didn't have time doing all my other stuff. And then again, when I was an actor, and then I had a baby and was raising him. So there were years that I didn't go to horses and had to come back. Hang on, I need more wine before I get to cleaning off my boots.
A crayon from Chuck E. Cheese.
When was the last time you were at Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, for one of my friend's kids' birthday parties, like 4 years ago.
So this could be
No.
as recent as 5 or 4? Or no, this is from way
Yeah.
before that? I don't want to judge you, but I'm kind of totally judging you.
Okay, this stuff was put in a box. All right, let me just say that I just ordered some girth extenders for Blaze and just found these.
Those look nice. How long have those been in a thing?
I got those in high school when I was 16 because my horse was pregnant.
They're cracking a little bit on the back. Can you oil it and it'll be okay?
I think so. I mean, they're pretty solid.
Okay.
But I just spent $20 on. You know what? The ones I got are nicer.
There you go. Save that for an emergency, or you can sell it online or something.
Look, my necklace is.
Your necklace is escaping. It's going down into your shirt.
This
Apparently,
is not a
that's
shirt.
the
This
place
is
to be.
a jumpsuit. It's a harem pants jumpsuit.
That's kind of awesome.
Parade
All right.
gloss. We're just gonna.
It's like little black shards. All right, I have a towel that I am laying down. So is there anybody in the chat who is thinking about getting back to horses or took a really long break? Oh my gosh, please. Like anytime there's like deep, creases in the leather, I'm like, please don't crack. All right. Gail says, we didn't have draft horses at Cypress Grove or Evermore. Now I'm working over at Redgate. Oh, okay. And we have Dee's Palomino, Retired Girls. Makes me so happy to be with draft horses again. Oh, that's awesome.
Do you have Rose over there too? I know Betsy's over there. I think Betsy's over
Now,
there.
okay, this is important, Gail, for the chat. You're working at Redgate. Do they do trail rides there for beginners? Because I have people ask, we're talking about how people can get back to horses after a long time away, or even if you've never done it, you know, how do I do it? How do I get into it? So if Redgate offers a way for people to just go back and see if that's their thing, you know, to go and smell the horses and touch the horses and be around them and take a little ride. And then if when you're done with all that, you're still high and giddy and can't wait to do it again, then guess what? You need to come up with a more permanent arrangement. But if you go through something like that and afterwards you're exhausted and you're like, well, that was expensive for nothing, then, you know, maybe I just need to enjoy the horse memes online and I don't actually need to make this a part of my life. But anyway, I was curious because I hear people saying that there is trail riding at Redgate. So anyway,
I think this neighborhood is probably trash as well. A large trash pile. I'm really excited about these stirrup leathers. They're ugly.
So I'm gonna play Roblox while I listen to no more chat. Okay, Evie, I love you, baby girl. I'm glad you're here. And Ellis is encouraging Tabitha. You can conquer it, Tabitha, if you wanted. I believe in you. Tabitha, you would love my little one-eyed pony, Sonny. He used to be a spicy little ride when he was a lesson horse. But now that he is like retired and he's only got one eye and he only gets ridden like once or twice a week, tooting around in the, you know, barnyard, he is about as tall as Cinder, I want to say. But he's just such a chill dude. So you should come play with me sometime and come see my ponies in Richmond Hill because I think they're like literally a mile away from your house.
Ooh, these stirrup leathers are not savable.
You have to show those. Those are nasty.
Okay.
Y'all. The equestrians in the chat go,
Stirrups are...
Judges us in equestrian. So the way I always got back to riding was, see, I knew I didn't need like an introductory trail ride. I knew I was obsessed with horses and that was the only thing I ever wanted to do. So when I wanted to get back, I saved money and signed up for a couple of lessons. I think when I first got back, it was like I paid for 10 lessons. Like, you know, I saved the money and I paid for the package of 10 lessons. And then at the end of the lesson, and I bought myself some boots. And at the end of the lesson time, I told my instructor, I'm like, well, I need to go and save up some more money. I can't come every week anymore. This is not in my budget. And she said, well, that was when she offered me kind of a work student position. That was Sue at Norwood years ago. So that is a possibility, but I had made an initial investment in time of lessons. And I showed her over those 10 lessons that not only did I know how to take instruction, but I knew what I was doing and I could be trusted with her horses. Usually if you haven't done horses in a while and you just show up at a barn and be like, hey, can I have a job? They're going to be like, you're cute. But no, don't even pet my horses. Please go away unless you sign a waiver. I'm just kidding. But lessons is what I would recommend as a way to go, because if it's been a long time or even never, you very likely don't even know what your body can do anymore.
Oh yeah. That's I mean that's one of the things that I'm kind of struggling with getting back, and it's only been a couple years.
Okay, so sorry to interrupt. Gail says, yeah, we have people come out all the time who haven't ridden in a while, and after the trail they want to get back into it. It's a perfect way to dip the toe back in. Thank you so much. Yes, that's information I wanted one of these days. Tabitha says yes. She says they do 30 and 60-minute trail rides for anyone over 12 years old. Okay, good to know, good to know, good to know. She says Betsy and Lori are there. Sorry, we're getting in the chat for a second. Hang on, everyone. Oh, Brittany wants to know if the goats from Norwood are at Redgate. Aww. The goaty goats. I miss the goaties. Yes, Lady Bird. I love her too. That Gail is an old riding buddy of mine. Actually, her and Brittany and me and Adriana actually were riding buddies together years ago at Norwood Stable.
That's Gail.
That's Gail.
With
I'm assuming that that's the only Gail I know that would be working at Redgate, unless there's like, do I know another Gail? You're Princess Gail, right? I hope she knows what I mean by Princess Gail. You're not like Princess Gail, but you're
I think it is. That looks like a palomino in the picture.
Right? That's what I assume. I'm like, she's like, hey, I'm Gail. And I'm like, I only know one Gail. The only other Gail I know is like an older lady who's an actor in Savannah who I don't think has ever been up close with a horse. So I don't know why she would be on my live stream. Yes, Gail Princess. Okay, then I'm not going crazy. As I follow her on Instagram too, so I still get to see Princess pictures. Yeah. She's such a good girl.
Standing martingale with 2 knots tied in it, because that's how we did when I was growing up.
What does that do? What's that
it
for?
It shortens it, because the horse didn't have, I was probably running pony.
Tying a knot in the tack to adjust it. Are you the one judging me for using olive oil on my tack? And here you go pull out this thing with knots
I was 16. 16 years old.
You should have done better. At 16, I was being screamed at in German by a dressage instructor.
We went through like 25 instructors within a very short period of time.
That was frightening. Now I'm having flashbacks. When I was 16, my father was stationed in Germany, and there was this German riding school downtown, and the entire lesson was in German, and I'd only had like intro to German like at that point.
Oh
no. So but yeah, so these are like really nice. These were probably like the crappy old school horses they had, but still, these were like the nicest horses I've ever ridden.
Yeah.
Like these horses probably cost more than my car. But the whole lesson was like, if you did anything wrong, he would scream at you until you did it right. It was so intimidating.
Are you sure they weren't talking? Because Germans, I'm pretty sure that everything they say comes out as a scream.
Yeah.
Like in the German.
Yeah, well,
that sounded really awful and racist. Like, you know what I mean? The language is very screamy.
I love German. I love speaking German.
It's
just very throaty. You just get to like, you get to taste it and chew it up. I love speaking German. But at that point, I didn't have very strong German skills.
Yeah.
What do you keep poking? Because it's bothering me in here, and you can not even see it on camera. You're like,
it's boot cream.
This jar, and she's just poking in it.
It's boot cream.
Is it? Is it boot cream?
It's not cream anymore.
You've been poking at it. What does it feel like? Is it like jelly?
It's hard. No, it's dry, and there's no moisture in it. I also have one single bell boot.
That's funny.
I'm not, and it will never fit anything.
Gail says I'm German. Offended.
Listen.
Oh, Ruby's here. Hey, Ruby. By the way, just a side note, y'all. I know this is a horse channel, but Ruby has been hatching monarch butterflies. Are you friends with her on Facebook?
Yes, I love that.
Oh my gosh. She has like this little nursery. I don't even know what you call it, but I'm going to call it a nursery because they're baby butterflies. And she has the little chrysalis things that I just follow it and watch the videos. Mm-hmm. I obviously don't know all the correct things. But she's like a monarch butterfly midwife. She's a butterfly doula.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. And I don't know if you have any of those like on your public settings, Ruby, but anybody who's friends with Ruby on Facebook, like, knows her amazing.
It's for sheepskin.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
Are you sure that's not like to get mud off of boots? Like the boot
It's
soles?
hard. I feel like it.
Gail says, joke, we crazy.
Okay.
All right. Silly Gail and Hyper Gail from Norwood. Aw, Brittany's having a moment. She didn't realize it was Gail. Hang on. Why can't I get back to the chat? All right. So, yes, we're having a little Norwood reunion. We had a Norwood, like, sadness because where Sunny is out at Chimney Field, Ireland is there, too, because Allison is boarding Ireland out there. And Blue was out there, but Amy just took Blue to her house, which makes me sad. So, fine. This is what I'm looking for. I have barely even cleaned off my boots, y'all. I should be ashamed of myself.
I've just gone through and I've lost, there it is.
I'm just sitting here drinking and chatting about old riding buddies.
Listen, I am drinking and going through the random crack.
That is what this is for, though. Are y'all, who's in the chat? Are you cleaning anything? Are you cleaning tack? Or are you cleaning your boots? Are you drinking something along with us? Because I'm about to get lit. I gotta watch lifting my arm though with this shirt. If I end up flashing the internet, one of y'all in the chat has to tell me so that I can delete this live stream forever and ever because I am not wearing anything under this shirt. If I like lift my arms up too high, we might have a moment. y'all.
Speaking of nudity, have you seen hair yet?
Who?
Have you gone to see hair?
No. And I saw your hair post, and I know you love it. My mother had that album as well, and that was like my least favorite of her albums. No, but I have the experience that you described with like listening to the album and everything. I had that religious experience, but with Xanadu.
Of course it was.
I was like 7, 8 years
Oh my
old
God.
when that movie came out.
Oh,
Oh my
as
God.
an equestrian, I'm horrified.
Loki wants out. Get out of here, you old cat.
I just,
Yeah, that is like, are those going to be able to be saved, or is that?
I
like,
don't, I'm wondering if this is not real leather.
It might not be. Or it might be like cheap, like crap Takistan made.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
All right, here we go. More oak leaf Chardonnay. They have not had very many varieties of this in Walmart lately, and it's scaring me. Like, they don't even have their crappy Moscato there anymore. Are you totally upset by this?
It's just flaking off.
Flake it into the tub. All right. Adriana's losing her mind because look at you. You can see it in the thing. It's like flaking into your lap.
Yep, the light just adjusted for me. You can see where it has flaked off.
That is insane, though. All right, I am actually going to soak up my boots. So Ruby says, you guys are killing me. I love her. She's in the Extra Equestrians group. There are quite a few like non-equestrians there, and quite a few equestrians in that group who don't have horses like right now. You know what I mean? So I hope that they would be encouraged by this live stream if they're watching. And if they're not watching, well, forget you. We don't care. No.
So I've been pretty lucky getting back into it because I decided one of my New Year's resolutions this year was to start riding again.
Right.
Whether it be lease a horse or take lessons or whatever. So maybe it was last year. Maybe it was, I don't know. Anyway, I decided around like August, September last year that I was going to start riding some more. And I started taking some lessons from Tony Nicholson. Okay. I was riding her horse, Sam. And then I did my knee thing that I did.
Yes. And
couldn't ride for a while and couldn't do anything for a while. And then I started riding Blaze at a carriage company. So Blaze is a horse, I think I've talked about him on here before. He's a spotted draft horse with no spots. His name is Blaze, but he doesn't have Blaze. And he did not want to be a carriage horse.
Aw, so he's a carriage horse who's not a carriage horse. A Blaze without a Blaze.
Yeah. So I've been riding him. And he seems to enjoy that. He has one person. He likes having a person.
Aww.
So I've been riding him, and that's been like really, really nice and really good for both of us. And then I got on one of the new horses that we got in because they said she was supposed to be better riding than she was driving. And I'm really enjoying her, but I have to ride her in the big open field that's kind of used to be Hitch Village.
Okay.
Right over there.
That's like right behind the barn?
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I want to ride in that field.
So.
Isn't a good word for me?
I mean, just get on a horse and ride over there. That's what we do.
Aww.
And I've got such an anxiety about riding in big open fields.
Yeah.
Because of my first horse. She used to buck me off all the time.
Aw.
So.
How rude.
It's been good for me to get over that fear because Hazel's a good girl. But
I can definitely taste the difference between the old Chardonnay and the new Chardonnay.
And
I just opened that last week. That's only been open a week. Here. Flip that.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Huh.
Crazy.
I don't think I can clean this.
I don't think that's going to clean either. I think
that needs
Jesus.
leather.
It may be, but it may just have like some kind of coating on it. I don't know.
Like paint?
I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely leather. Maybe if I just clean the back, it can be.
Fun-sized equestrian is here. Hey!
It's so
Tabitha, technically not. Carriage driver, yeah. Carriage driver counts as equestrian. You are an equestrian. You don't have to ride horses to be an equestrian. You have to work with them and be with them and love them so much. So,
that's what this is for.
Ruby, they call medically rare patients unicorns. So by that definition, both Nick and I are unicorns. She and her husband have both had a lot of, you're friends with her, so you know their struggles. They've had some struggles lately where I won't get into it on the chat. I won't call you out or anything, but we'll just say that. So yeah, Ruby, you totally are a unicorn, like for real. So yeah, Tabitha just learned she's actually an equestrian. Thank you, Fun Sized Equestrian, for being on that. Yeah, you do everything with them. Tabitha says, oh my God, I can see you riding Albert over there. I would have to ride Tornado. He's my baby. He's such a pretty. Tornado needs to be a therapy horse. Y'all, I'm saying this live on YouTube. This horse that we have at the carriage company, his feet have been too bad to have shoes and to take him out. He hasn't been able to work. But as soon as he gets his feet grown out nice and gets some good shoes on, we're going to have him on the streets. Tornado, he's so snuggly. You just touch his face and he just sits there and lets you and kind of closes his eyes. You can rub his ears. You can rub his face. You can put your face up on him and he just sits there. God, he's precious. He needs to go into nursing homes and like give old people like new, fresh hope for living or something like that. You know, whatever those dodo videos are about. Evie's back. Tornado is so sad without front shoes. Oh, I know that baby is sensitive. So he needs to get his shoes back on so I can love him again. So yeah, he weighs like 2,000 pounds. So that would be like a really big therapy horse. Yeah. But he's so sweet and he moves so slowly and so carefully. Like he does not spook at all. His spook is like, He is really like a which way did he go kind of a, oh, he's precious. Oh my God. So yeah, I need to get a video of him, of me just like loving on him and pretty much making out with him because it's absolutely precious. So Michelle, do the ringing ambition. What is that, Evie? Do the ringing ambition. Is that a thing I'm supposed to know? Uh-oh. I hate it when the young people make me feel dumb. Like the video, ringing ambition? Who is that? Evie, forgive me, I'm old, baby. By the way, my birthday is Monday. I'm going to be even older. I'm getting close to 50.
Video notifications.
He's so slow. I'm going to show. Do the ringing ambition. Are you talking about like ring the bell for notifications and subscribing and all that? Like doing the call to action? I'm sorry, Evie, she gets so excited in the chat. And sometimes I'm like, I have to be like, slow down. I have to keep up with you. Subscribe, yes. There's a ringing ambition. I know. Fun says a question. Evie gets excited about stuff in the chat. And sometimes like her excitement will take her past where we're all like understanding and we have to like, she has to dial it back a second so we can all catch up with her because she is like, she's 5 minutes ahead of everyone. I think she's a time traveler, actually. And she's like 5 minutes ahead of everybody else in the universe. I don't know. She's a brilliant child. So, yes. Usually I assume that's why I don't know what she's talking about is because she's smarter than me. I'm like, uh-oh. But yes, we're now at over 850. We've got 854 or 55, something like that, subscribers. Oh, I'm hoping we'll be at 1,000 subscribers by October. Ooh, and I'm really wanting. I'm going to do a couple of videos about like growing the extra, how we're going to grow this extra equestrian community, all the weirdo equestrians, because like equestrians are already weird, but the extra equestrians are the weirdos of the weirdos.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So I'm trying. There's at least one of us at every barn.
Yeah.
You know who she is. You're in the chat. It's probably you.
I was going to say, if you don't
right.
know who it is.
So we can't all be at the same barn together and ride together. So I really want to like get this community growing and going. Talking Tack Chat twice a month. Crafting, making stuff for our horses.
So
being weird and not apologizing for it.
Maybe if I soak them.
Brittany's like, did Gail fall asleep? She's probably just soaking up the awesomeness that are me and Adriana. She's always looked up to us as mother figures. Just kidding, Gail. Let's see. Brittany is saying, need more subscribers for her video. It is hard, Brittany. All I've got is my phone that I do my videos on. And what I do, I have a Mac laptop that I upload the videos from my phone to my laptop. And then what I do is I can edit them in iMovie, which is on the Mac after that. That's how I do it. But that's like my only equipment. We're looking at all my equipment right now. Excuse me. I should make a unicorn and send to our Amazon wish list and post it for my birthday and see if anybody wants to buy me a present.
Absolutely.
Right. I don't know. I feel bad though, because there's all these like school teachers posting their school teacher lists, and here's me. Hey, buy me some unicorn stuff.
Well, just because they're different needs doesn't mean yours are not.
Brittany,
valid.
Thank you. Brittany's saying her laptop can't do that anymore. Scott actually does videos, and he edits them all on his phone. I don't know how he does that, because I can't. I need to have like the screen in front of me. But he does everything on his phone, and I'll ask him. I'll let you know, and I will ask him like what program he uses to edit his videos on the phone. So maybe you can get a video edited that way. Fun size equestrian. My equipment consists of phone, webcam, and movie maker. That's like pretty much it. It's like iMovie and my Mac, and then this little like 3-year-old Android phone. Hit film. I don't know that one. Tabitha, I'm poor. Yes, I need a camera. That should be something I put on my Amazon wish list. What time is it? Oh my God, it's only 10:30, y'all, and I already asked what time it is. Usually it's 10:45 before I ask what time it is. Sorry. Okay, I have soaped up my boots. I now need to oil them with mink oil and not olive oil, because Adriana makes fun of me when I use food grade cooking oil on my horse things. She's so judgy.
As she's scraping the paint off her stirrup leathers.
Are you still trying to salvage those?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Makes them really poor.
Oh.
They're solid. Like, they're not.
Oh.
Like,
So, like, are you trying to get back on camera and do it, though, nerd? Here, look. Here, put this in your lap. Do that.
I thought it was gonna say,
You're already a mess. She's already a mess. So, Brittany says she's getting a new camera for Christmas with a stand that follows me when I'm riding. Oh, yeah. Fun Size Equestrian. What are you doing? Fun Size Equestrian says she wants a GoPro. And yes, I used to have a GoPro, but one of my cats peed on it.
what?
It was in a bin, and he got in there and he just peed all over the GoPro and all the GoPro accessories. I had it all. This is when we were still in Texas. We were about to move back, and everything in the box. But there was a puddle of cat. My GoPro was lying in a puddle of cat pee.
I might have tried things and I'm not gonna lie.
This is my cat, Odin. He does not respect the litter box. He was feral for 2 years before we got him. And so we have to watch him, or he'll just pee wherever. He's like, there's already poop in the box. I'm going to go somewhere else. You know? It's almost already fall. Maybe by the calendar, but not in Southeast Georgia. Oh my gosh. Fun Size Equestrian.
Oh.
Tabitha says, I won't see you till Sunday. Won't be here this Sunday. Oh, no.
My stirrups.
Next time you see me, I'll be another year older, Tabitha. Evie says, you know, GoPros are waterproof. Mine was a Hero 3, and it was only waterproof if it's in the little
Not
waterproof
happy.
container. Yes. And I did try to wash off the cat pee, but it still smelled like cat pee. It was in all the cracks and everything. It was no. So I was like, oh, which is sad because a friend of mine gave me that GoPro. But this one was not waterproof. It actually came with a little case that you could put it in, so it would be like water resistant. And if you had all the things closed, then there was like a thing, oh, you can't hear if all the things are closed. And I'm like, thanks, geniuses. Cat pee is destructive. It really is. I'd rather it be winter. Yeah, the heat index was insane today. For anyone who doesn't live in Florida or Southeast Georgia, it was like 115 was the heat index today.
Yeah, it was 110 by like noon or something.
That's insane.
It was.
We ended up canceling tours yesterday because of the humidity. And I'm sure we did tonight as well. I'm not scheduled tonight. Obviously, here I am on the live stream. All right, I am putting some oil on my rag and I'm going to oil up my boots. These boots get a lot of work, by the way, because working at the carriage company, you have to, especially this time of year, there's lots of hosing down that we do of the horses because it's hot outside. It's summertime. So sometimes, like yesterday, even though we didn't do tours, 2 of the horses, I just sat them under the hose and hosed them down. Tornado and Duke. Hosed them down with cool water to keep the babies cool because they're my babies and I love them. Okay. Oiling my boot. I really need to focus on the toe. That's what really gets it. We have not really even talking about getting back into it. Oh my gosh, another thing. If you want to get into horses or get back to it after a long time away, check out therapeutic riding programs in your area and volunteer. There are at least 2 horse therapy businesses in this area, but I think there's 3.
Yeah, there are 3.
Isn't the little mini one here? Like Alicia Dooley, her miniature horse therapy things. Like they're the ones that take the minis to nursing homes and hospitals and stuff.
Oh.
I think that's here, but then there's also Hoofs for Healing and then Pegasus Riding Academy.
Is Faith, or is that military?
Which one?
Faith Equestrian.
I don't know Faith Equestrian. Is that another?
That's in like Rincon.
Okay. So there's a couple, if you're in the Savannah area, there are a couple of therapy places that will need volunteers always, and they'll train you what they want you to do as a volunteer. It may be grooming horses. It may be cleaning stalls or cleaning the barn or keeping the arena nice, like lawn work, things like that. It may be working hands-on with clients and learning how to walk with therapy clients, to walk people's horses for them. Because I know Pegasus Riding Academy here in Savannah works with riders with physical disabilities. And so they require sidewalkers for their horses. Oh my God, is it rancid? Does it stink? What is that?
Leather conditioner.
Wait. Yeah, that's rancid. Oh God. That like cuts the air.
Yep.
Ew. Thank God y'all can't smell over YouTube. Just wow.
Yeah, be there.
But I would suggest volunteering if you can, especially if you're like Tabitha in the chat, if you're a little bit nervous about horses and you're not sure if you want to be around them or whatever, then if you're worried about the height, being up there on them or whatever, then volunteer at a therapeutic riding facility. 1 day a month, if that's all you can do. Once a week would be great, but you'll develop relationships, you'll learn about horses, you'll make connections in the local equestrian community, which, I mean, honestly, it's all about networking in the equestrian community. Word of mouth, networking. Do you know what I mean? It's who you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, where did the cap to this go? Oh, Lord. Oh, there it is. Panic's over. Calm down, everyone. It's all right. Okay. And now I don't know if I want to use this. I have shoe cream, polishes and protects smooth leather.
I got boot cream.
I don't want your nasty boot cream. You can keep that boot cream over there. See, I'm thinking though that I always read things down like I have my glasses on.
Yeah.
Because I have like the gradient lenses, like they're bifocals, glasses for old people. So when I have my glasses on, I can only read like down here. So I automatically put things here when I read now, even though without my glasses, I can read it like that. And that's fine. This is totally fine. Getting old is weird, y'all. Your body stops doing stuff and it starts doing things differently and it rearranges itself. It's crazy. I need to drink now. Thank you. So yeah, next week's live stream, I'm going to be another year older. Liam's birthday was Monday. He's 12 now. Oh my God, I have a child who's 12. So ways to get back into horses: volunteering, taking lessons, getting a job.
Yeah.
If you're in a town like Savannah that has carriage tours, almost always during the summer months, they are hiring quality people who can clean stalls and keep the barn clean and take care of the horses. And sometimes if you have an aptitude for it, you might learn how to drive and do tours. Other horse jobs, if you're in a racing town, like if you're somewhere in Kentucky and they have horse races, you might be able to get a job as a groom or a stable person.
Hot walker, they always need
hot walkers. So that's when the horses come when they're hot and you need to cool them down. Right. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
I know the little stable, the little racing place, Laurel Racetrack up in Maryland. They were always looking for hot walkers, and I was seriously thinking about doing that, but it's kind of a shady racetrack, so I was told I was not allowed.
We don't like shady racetracks. We are shady things. So getting a job is another way to get back into horses, especially if you can't afford riding lessons and you don't have time. I mean, if you work like 60, 80 hours a week or whatever just to make ends meet, you not only do you not have the money for lessons, you literally don't have the time for, volunteering. I mean, because honestly, volunteering is a privileged thing. Like, if you have time to do things for free, then that's like, yeah. But getting a job, then you are being compensated in money for your time and you're learning on the job, presumably. All right, I have got to waterproof. I have this snowproof. Thank goodness it's snowproof here in Savannah. I have this snowproof weatherproofing, but if it's snowproof, that means waterproof, right? That's what
Sure.
I'm saying. Okay. Tabitha, Jesus Christ, yes, go work for a carriage company. You will learn a lot about horses, won't you?
Did you? Yes, you saw it. The picture that I posted.
Which one? Oh, the bean? Oh, yes! Ew! Hang on, I gotta go back and catch up in the chat a little bit. Tabitha would much rather have winter. Get out of here, you Yankee! Brittany wanted to know what you were cleaning. Those are stirrup leathers, and the outer layer of them has cracked and is flaking off. So she's trying to brush off the outer layer and oil the inner layer to try to maybe salvage them.
This one doesn't seem quite as bad.
Evie says here in Michigan it's between 80 and 90. Oh, yeah. That sounds just balmy.
Yeah, I had some Canadians from Toronto today, and they said it was comparable to here, or it had been comparable to here.
Oh, yeah. Tabitha says those are the ones I'm cleaning for. I think Tabitha's cleaning stalls for Alicia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She goes to nursing homes. Yeah, with her cute little minis. Aw, that's so cute that Tabitha works with the 2,000-pound horses and the 200-pound horses. Oh, my God. Isn't it funny? I remember when I worked for Historic, the carriage company here, and I was also riding at Norwood, and we would drive the minis around. And it was so funny going from driving miniature horses to driving draft horses, because it's just hilarious. Fun says equestrian volunteered for the governor's horse guard. Okay. They had a therapeutic program. They trained you to be a sidewalker, leader, and you got to clean, tack, and groom. That sounds amazing. Yes. Occasionally, they also allowed us to have a little ride on the horses. Aw, yes. That's awesome. So, Evie says, since I'm a time traveler, I'll go to the future and tell them to learn how to let smell go over YouTube. No, that'll be terrible for equestrian channels.
Yes, I won't say what I looked up earlier.
We would have to do at least once a month. I would have to do just smell the beautiful horses, because the horse smell is great. But smell things like
here, smell my rancid leather conditioner.
Right? Yeah. Oh my gosh! If we could smell through YouTube, actually, those would probably be like ASMR videos, but people would do like smell videos.
Yeah.
Being a working student, yes, fun size question. Fun size question. Ashley, right? That's your name. I was like, I couldn't remember her real name because people's names on YouTube are different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going back through here. How am I a Yankee if I'm a Savannah native? If you like winter better, I'm sorry. I don't care where you were physically born. That was some accident of nature. You need to get back up north with your people, Tabitha. She's going to hurt me next time she sees me.
Okay, this one is not nearly as bad.
Oh, Lauren's here. Hey, Lauren, I thought it was past your bedtime. Child, what are you doing up? She just went back to her camp for all the people who used to do vaulting at her summer camp. Lauren, y'all, used to be a vaulter.
Oh, this is at up at the Cloudland area?
Yeah. Krista was posting pictures and Lauren. But yes, I'm like, I am so happy for you and not at all jealous.
This bridal, man.
That bridal, I don't want to say anything, but I'm going to say something. It's gross. All right. Waterproofing my boots. Lauren, I hope camp was as fun as the pictures that Krista was posting made it look like. That sounds so neat. Like Lauren says, like, it's fun now that everybody's like grown up and they're adults to go back and be riding horses. And she says with some people, they can like feel that the age gap from where they were, where they're like super cautious and wearing helmets. And then some of the people who come back like clearly never got over. They're like, let's go gallop cross country and like jump over things, obstacles we've never like even checked out before. That'll be great. So yeah, I know where I would be. I used to be quite a little daredevil on horseback, but now I'm like, oh my God, that is so dangerous. Please wear a helmet. I don't know. Have I become a fuddy-duddy? Am I losing my touch? Am I not cool? My 12-year-old son says I'm cringy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was told by that our groom a couple weeks ago that I should not have used the word extra. Well, I said the cicadas were being extra because they were being really loud. And I was like, they're being really extra. And he was like, never say it again. And I was like, what do you mean never say it again?
Did you beat him with your unicorn headband?
I did not. I was not wearing my unicorn headband at the time. But I was like, I'm going to use the word extra.
Okay, I'm sorry. If someone tells me I can't be extra, that's when I just start being more extra. Oh my God, I've got my tote bag over there. The quit being extra one. Quit being extra. And then me, ta-da! I'm going to be a unicorn. All right, I got to waterproof the toe of this boot because, again, bathing giant horses. I cannot bathe a horse without getting wet all over. Speaking of, okay, random side note. Y'all, I did a video last summer when I still had Weasley, so I had 3 horses. I did a video last summer that I titled Bathing 3 Horses. That is one of my most viewed videos now and has like over almost 5,000 views on it. And I can't figure out like I need to go back and do the analytics and look at the search terms. But it's the weirdest thing. I'm like, how are people
look those search terms?
Like how are people finding my channel through this? And it was a day I literally just bathed all 3 of my horses and filmed it. And it's like a lot of it is sped up motion and, you know, sped up footage and stuff over music. And it's just literally me soaping up and rinsing and bathing 3 horses. And it has like 1 billion views. And I am just floored. What in the heck? It's search engine optimization is so weird. Like trying to look up what people are looking up. Anyway, that was random. Okay. I'm going to go back in time. All right. Evie says, my time sense says you are making new merch. I really have been thinking of a new design. I have one for the Centaur of Attention, and I want to get it in a digital format so I can put it on shirts and stuff because I want to make a Centaur of Attention shirt. And I also want to get a Unicorn and Centaur logo done. I have to figure out how to get a higher resolution version of that. But yes, there's going to be new merch coming. Lauren says, personally, I'm just aware that I will not bounce as well if I fall off. Oh my God. When you're 12 and you fall off, it's like boing, and you might be a little sore the next day. But when you fall off and you're over 30, oh my God, it's just like
you can't walk.
No.
So,
Fun sense question. That's why ponies are awesome.
I'm 6 feet tall.
Yeah. Adriana's really tall.
So I remember I used to fall off a lot. Like a lot. And one time my instructor was like, after I'd fallen, she was like, I just saw you come off the horse and I saw your body just bounce off the frozen ground. She said, I thought for sure we were going to be calling an ambulance.
That is funny.
But I got up and did the jump again.
That equestrian is here and says, I've been so busy, I've been training, and I might be getting another horse. Nice. I took on a ground broke 5-year-old paint in training and fell in love with him. The owner might be selling him. That sounds awesome. Evie, Evie went back in time and came back and said that was cool. What did you discover, Evie? And Brittany says that she looks different. Adriana saw me yesterday and can tell you how different I look. She doesn't. She looks like gorgeous, slender, typical Brittany. Mm-hmm. You heard me. You heard me. Oh, Redstone, that equestrian. Thank you for that. Redstone Stables. I bathed Savannah at night one time. Almost said Michelle. Brittany, I don't get that. I bathed Savannah. Are you talking about Savannah, the Percheron that used to be at Norwood? That horse was awesome. Okay. I have now waterproofed. I have, by the way, here are, I shove my little dollar store baskets that I got.
That's a lot more organized than my Lucky's paper bag.
I've been so in love with the dollar store lately because look, like, see these little things right here?
Oh.
When you fold them out, then you can stack them. So I have my other little rags in here, my tack cleaning rags. And then I have all my product things on top. And it's all organized and it makes my heart race.
I need to.
And they have all different colors.
I need to go get some.
The dollar store in Richmond Hill is the tits. I'm not even kidding.
Well,
it's amazing. I know it might be hard to get out there, but it is amazing. Another one that is good, the one by our house is pretty good, but there's a big one on the south side.
Yeah.
That has a lot of organization. But they have things like laundry baskets, big laundry baskets that cost like $10 at Target or $12 at Target are at the dollar store for $1. Yes. Honestly, it's worth the trip to Richmond Hill to save that much money on organizational items. So hang on. Went on boats. Ooh, boats, Belle Isle, Camp Sherman. Look it up in 1981. I was alive in 1981, child. What are you telling me to look up? I'm going to have to look it up in a minute. Boats, Belle Isle. That child is hysterical. I love her. That's Rebecca's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's amazing. She wants me to do a music video, but I'm like not musically inclined. You need to somehow hook up with Liam. He's getting a phone. He just had a birthday. He just turned 12. And one of the things he's getting is a phone. You guys need to hook up because Liam is trying to like edit and he's getting a Mac so he can edit music. And he is like writing his own songs and stuff. So we need to figure out how to get those two children like hooked up together online so they can write music together and be amazing. So yeah, Tabitha even says that Richmond Hill Dollar Store, that is the best dollar store. Unless they're out of Diet Dr. Pepper. And then I have a panic attack. They're like, they'll be out, like, they'll have everything but Diet Dr. Pepper. It's really terrible. It's the other day I had to have a Diet Pepsi. It was harrowing. Anyway, all right, so I have my dirty rags now. I've got let's take a look at my boots. Oh, excuse me. Let's take a look at my boots. Look how shiny they are.
We're not going to hold up my
They
syrup
have
letters.
been waterproofed. Look how shiny they are. Don't look at the bottom. There's still poop on the bottom. But look how shiny they are. So, getting a job, volunteering at a therapeutic writing facility, and investing in some lessons. Those seem to be our big three. If you're watching this live stream, whether you're here in the chat and haven't been participating, if you're just kind of lurking in the background, and you're thinking about getting back into the horses. Oh my God, that sounded kind of gross. Those seem to be our best ways. I hope you've been following along in the chat as well. And if you're watching this on the playback, hey, oh my God, you've watched like almost an hour worth of us live, cleaning our tack and just chit-chatting about whatever. Good for you. I like you, hypothetical person who's watching this on the playback. All right. Oh, Evie says, okay, I'll tell my mom to tell you my phone number. Okay, good. You have a phone. As soon as Liam gets his phone, we're going to connect you two so you guys can make some creative online magic together. The horror, no diet Dr. Pepper. Thank you. It really was upsetting. All right. Oh, Brittany says, talking about a time. Me and Linda was at the barn one time. I'd be there at night because people were going to borrow the next day. Oh, I remember that. I remember when Savannah was a big black Percheron draft horse that was at this barn where we all rode at. And she was so much fun to ride. She made me feel like a goddess. Like the thundering hooves when she cantered. She was just amazing. She was just so beautiful.
She was so light on her feet, too.
She
for
was.
a Bergeron. Oh, my goodness.
She really thought she was an off-track thoroughbred. She did not have any idea she was a draft horse. No. Lauren says, there's a barn in Chattanooga that has a program called Adult Riding Club with a punch card for several trail rides. So wish we had that here. That was kind of what I was trying to do with my with Unicorn and Centaur.
Yeah.
Like right now, Unicorn and Centaur is all online content. But last year, I was actually doing Centaur lessons, which is an adult horseback riding program. I'd still love to start that up again one day. And the idea was that I would eventually grow big enough to do trail rides, fantasy trail rides. But having a club would be great. I'm with you, Lauren. I have big dreams, but I have a little teeny budget. Right. Fun Size Equestrian says, I've watched a few episodes of Mr. Ed. And that equestrian, anybody used to watch.
That did not age well.
Well, I actually grew up on Mr. Ed. I watched it in syndication because the originals came out in the 60s before I was born. But I was born in 1972. And in the 70s, they played it on syndication. And I, of course, was obsessed.
Yeah, I watched it in the 80s as well.
I have not gone back and watched old episodes, but I bet there's some
patriarchy.
Oh, yeah. Some like,
a little bit misogynistic, women's.
Brittany's talking about spraying people with the hose by accident. I don't know what anybody. I've never done that.
Why does he shake his head when you spray him in the face?
Stop. Fun Size Equestrian, Ivan Cave, and still rewatched The Saddle Club. I'm too old for that. I did not see Saddle Club. That came out when I was like a grown-up, I think, in college.
Yeah.
When I was like doing other things. I was watching X-Files.
The Saddle Club TV show came out when I was in college, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
The books came out.
Another one is Heartland. A lot of people are watching that now, and I have not seen that. Even though I heard Chris Hemsworth, or what is it? One of the Hemsworth. The one I like. The Hemsworth I like is in that. But when he was way too young for me to like.
I don't know. I don't know names. I'm bad at names.
You're bad. He's the Thor guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like him.
I go to the future now, Evie, darling. Oh, Tabitha says, my fiance says I have to go to bed because I have to be up early. Good night. Love you. You tell Brandon from me. I've had a glass and a half of wine now. You can tell him that you are a grown-up person. And you can stay up however late as you want. And Michelle said so. There you go. Fantasy trail rides. Yes, that was my original dream for Unicorn and Centaur. That's what Adriana and I were going to do when we were going to take over this business. But things kind of went sideways with that. It's a long story. That was like, 3 years ago? But
More
we
than
wanted to
that.
start like grown-up summer camps where we had themed camps where you could come and we would do like witch and wizard camp where it was like Harry Potter, but we didn't say Harry Potter.
Because
right.
the Warner Brothers.
Right. And you'd be sorted into houses and all that kind of stuff. Or we could do like a regular fantasy camp where you could choose whatever character. You could be an elf or a fairy or whatever. And all week, all month long, like every Tuesday night, you go to your lesson and we'd have some sort of fun or whatever. So we wanted to do grown-up fantasy horseback riding camps and we wanted to do fantasy trail rides. But we are poor.
Yeah,
like
it's
a
true.
lot of poor. We're very poor.
There's a reason
Like-
I don't have a horse.
Yes, I have 2 horses that I can barely afford, and I work to be able to afford. But eventually, I would still like to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just think that would be fun.
Oh, here's my necklace.
There you go. Like the pirate one was the first one we were going to do, where we would have an actual map, and you'd show up in pirate costumes, and there would be me in pirate gear, and the horses are all in pirate costumes. And then we do a trail ride where it's a scavenger hunt to the final destination, which would be like, I don't know, something fun, a prize. Anyway, I love you, Tabitha. Good night. There's not a bad Hemsworth, Lauren says. You're not wrong, Lauren. I could never get bored of the Saddle Club. Oh my gosh, I have to go look that up now. So the nostalgia is huge. Heartland. If you can link up with other extra equestrians, you can probably organize a fantasy trail ride. Yes, we should. That would be fun to have like a real life meetup. I've met up with a couple of the extra equestrians, like Becca, who was riding through town. And then there's a couple of them. A lot of them are in our community because they're just my friends and I started it. And I voluntold them to be in the extra equestrians group.
I'm gonna have to sweep your floor. I'm sorry.
No, it was already a mess. Don't panic. Don't panic. So, Evie, I'm back. Michigan 3019 is boring. So I went to October 2019 and boy, was your Centaur March cool. Thank you, Evie. I appreciate that. And in October, I will send you the appropriate thank you note reminding you. Lauren, I would love a meetup. That would be fun to do some kind of, because I think Joanna, one of our extra equestrians is in South Carolina. I think we've got a couple of extra equestrians in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And we may have a couple in Florida. So that might be fun.
So Georgia seems to be the right place for it.
Yes, apparently, yes. So that would be fun to do some sort of meetup. It is 11 o'clock. My boots are clean. Adriana has gone through her entire tub, and I'm starting to feel tipsy. So we're going to shut off the live stream now. Is that what we're doing?
I think so.
Okay, hang on. Let me finish. Thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. I love you guys so much. I'm serious. These live streams are so much fun for me. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun doing them. We've been doing them for a while. Hang on, I'm going to bring this down. We're going to get close. Hi, come here.
Yeah.
Look at you. Oh, hey. We're going to end the live stream. Here we are. End stream. Are you sure? Yes.